Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Bedtime Stories with me. Today, I'm gonna tell you a story about some ducks. So once upon a time, in a farm, a mother duck had some eggs in a nest. 5 regular sized eggs and 1 very big egg. So one fine evening, the 5 regular sized eggs started to hatch and out came 5 cute little yellow ducks. But the 1 large egg never hatched and the mother duck started getting worried, but it waited and 1 week later, finally the large egg hatched and out came an ugly duckling. So the little ugly duckling was grey in colour and the mother duck thought to itself and says, "This can't be my baby. It is grey in colour and it's the ugliest duck I've ever seen." And even its siblings shun it away to say, "What are you? You don't look like us. You are grey in colour." So the ugly duckling felt very rejected and went over to the next farm. At the next farm, it met several other farm animals. The sheep shoo it away and say that you are ugliest duck I've ever seen. And the cow moo it away and say that you are not a duck, you're grey in colour. And the horse kick it away and say you're disgusting. So the ugly duckling went into a barn and says that since it's cold and snowing, I'll just hide out here since no one wants to be my friend. So it stayed in the barn for a couple of months and finally spring came. And once spring arrived, it went out of the barn and said, "I'll go to the river and look for my siblings and see what are they up to." At the river, it saw a big, white, fluffy, magnificent bird. And it exclaimed to itself out loud like, "Wow, what are you? You're beautiful, you're white and so graceful." A group of swans nearby started laughing at her and says, "You silly bird, you are looking at yourself, a reflection of yourself in the river. Come join us." Then the ugly duckling realized that, "Oh, I'm not a duck after all. I'm a swan." I'm sure you have heard this story, my friends. It is a classic childhood story. But the lessons from here I've reflected is so true for us today. Oftentimes, people would tell us that we are not good enough, we are not good looking enough, we are not smart enough, we are not pretty enough, we are not strong enough to do something. And especially in this era of social media, it is so easy for people to criticize and condemn. That's why the phenomena of cyberbullying exists these days. It drives teenagers especially to suicide, mainly because they cannot handle the criticism thrown at them these days. So let's reflect on this tonight, my friends. Are you conforming to what society define as good looking, as smart or as powerful person of the society? Are you being put down by someone else's words, criticism from someone else who has confined you to a mentality of what you can do and cannot do? Do not be like the ugly duckling who would keep itself in the barn for months just because of what some people say. Our moment to shine probably is not here yet. Or probably the definition of shining is different. What is beautiful to someone may not be beautiful to others. So I'll leave you at that to reflect on this story. Are you the little duckling deep inside, still worrying about what people say about you, still conforming to society's belief of a certain definition of success? Yeah? And with that, my friends, before we end the episode of our bedtime story, let's do a little gratitude exercise. Think about a moment today that made you feel really grateful. And think about the people surrounding that moment. And then say thanks, because for all the things that have happened today that may have gone wrong, you always have that one moment of gratitude that went right today. And with that, my friends, I bid you good night. I'll see you tomorrow in another episode of Bedtime Stories with me. Bye!